An FX chain is a container that can hold multiple audio plugins and allows the user to create a custom interface of up to 6 rotary controls and 6 buttons. This is useful for saving a group of FX as a preset and also for creating a custom multi-effect from your favorite plugins. They can be loaded into the FX bin on tracks and buses, Eclipse FX bin, and now in X2 they can also be loaded into the Pro channel. Either drag a preset directly from the browser to the required location, or right-click and choose FX Chain from the pop-up menu. Another method is to right-click on a loaded FX bin and select Convert Bin to FX Chain. X2 comes with plenty of presets, but it's also very easy to create your own. Let's take a look at a preset first to see how they are constructed. At the very top of the chain, we have its name. By default, this is FX Chain, but can be changed by double-clicking and typing a name. The whole chain can be bypassed by clicking on the power button. To the left is the input level control and associated meter. Use these to monitor and control input levels to the effects. The center area is where any assigned controls are displayed. It can contain up to 6 buttons and 6 rotary controls. They can each be assigned up to 4 parameters. Beneath that is the plugin display area where any plugins in the chain are displayed. An effect can be turned on or off by clicking on its power button, and its interface opened by double-clicking on the plugin display name banner. To move an effect from one chain to another, hold down the Shift key and click-drag it to the target chain. To copy an effect to another chain, hold down the Control key while performing the click-drag. Signal flow runs from left to right, and effects can be reordered by click-dragging them into position. There are scroll plugin list arrows at either end of the list if there are too many to display in one go. To the far right is the output level fader and meter. Use this to control and monitor the overall output of the chain. To add an effect to a chain, either right-click in the effect display area and choose from the pop-up menu, or drag an effect into the chain from the browser. That inserts the effect into the chain and opens its user interface. Controls can be added and assigned using the right-click menu. The first method is to select Learn Knob or Learn button from the menu, then move or touch the control or controls within the plugin that you want the control assigned to. Return to the right-click menu and select the Learn Control again. This will produce a dialog stating that you touched to control a number of parameters. Do you wish to keep the assignment? Click on OK, and the relevant control is drawn and assigned to the parameter or parameters that were touched. The name of the control is either taken from the learned parameter or assign the name multi if more than one is touched. The second method is to right-click within the center area and select Add Knob or Add Button from the menu. This opens the Control Properties box where a name for the control can be typed. Use the Destination field drop-down to select the target function. The start and end values can be changed here too. By default, they are at 0 and 100% respectively. An existing control can also be edited or removed either manually or the start and end point set automatically. To manually edit a control, right-click on it and select Edit Control. That opens the Control Properties dialog where any changes can be made. Any one control can be assigned up to 4 targets, and ranges can also be inverted. For example, we may wish to reduce a band's Q as gain level for the band increases. To do that, select the targets required from the Destination dropdown. In this example, they already are chosen, Equalizer Gain 2 and Equalizer Q2. To invert the Q, set Start to 100% and End to 0. As the gain is increased, the Q decreases, widening the affected band. Reducing gain narrows the Q. If the behavior isn't as expected or just for ease of setup, it is possible to use the automatic parameter set options. Adjust the assigned control or controls to the value you would like them to start at, and then right-click on the control and select Ranges Set Start from the relative menu choices. Adjust the same control or controls to the required maximums and select Range Set End from the relative choice. This makes setup of parameters, especially multiple assignments, fast and easy. To set the default setting for the control, adjust the control, right-click and select Set Default from the menu. Write automation state can also be set from this menu either for all controls if no selection is made, or a single control if one is selected. The user interface is also customizable. Choose that option from the right-click menu and change graphics and color there. Once a chain is being created, it can be saved. Right-click in the plugins list area and choose Save Effects Chain Preset from the menu. Effects can also be extracted from an existing chain by choosing that option from the right-click menu. Replace the contents of an FX bin with a chain by holding down the Alt key while dragging the FX chain in. The existing effects are deleted and the chain loaded. FX chains in the Pro channel are very similar with a few minor differences. The Pro channel chain has two tabs, one for controls and one for effects. The effects tab is similar to the effect list area in the regular FX chain. FX can be loaded, reordered, turned on and off, and deleted here. Signal flow is from top to bottom. The Controls tab is where the knobs and buttons are assigned. The difference here is that the graphic already exists and just needs assigning or editing in a similar manner to the FX bin method. Once you start to use effects chains, you'll realize how convenient having the most common controls all in one place can be. No need to have lots of plug-in interfaces open all at the same time, but if needed, each plug-in interface is just a double click away.